And now, Diecast news and reviews on the Diecast Media Network.
Well, hey there folks, Chuck here, and I have got a couple of interesting packages that arrived from the European side of the pond. This one arrived from Finland, and another one arrived from the UK, and I'm real excited about this because we just recently had our interview with the guys from Car Wars, and I'm hoping we get Mike Hutchinson and his people from Gaslands on in the near future. If he has people, I don't know if it's just him or what. But this game was the first of the car post-apocalyptic games to have 1/64 scale cars designed for us. Car Wars was the first, but it was originally like an in-scale, like a 1/160th or 1/144th scale, and then along came this game from Games Workshop of Warhammer 40k fame and a whole bunch of other stuff. Some expensive paints that go dry in their pots immediately. But they did this thing called Dark Future, and I don't know why it didn't take off, but it existed for only a few years, and they put a lot of work into it. Not only was it a game, it was also a novel series. There was like art and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I managed to find one. Actually, I found two, and this is the most complete one, I think. But they're getting really hard to find, and with the raising interest in Gaslands and hopefully Car Wars after people watch our episode, I wanted to get one of these while I still could. So Dark Future is one of these kind of turn-based. You'll see a lot of diagrams that are very similar to the Gaslands and Car Wars type stuff, but it's got all these like little stories and stuff inside it, and along with the directions, and so it's kind of more in the like BattleTech type thing where you got some lore and some backstories. There's people, so I think you're gonna find a lot of very similar things that were borrowed from this in Gaslands, but I'm excited to dive in here because this one actually had some figures with it. So there's like a shooting board for range. There's paper pieces. You can put these together, and oil slicks and smoke screens and caltrops. But yeah, look at these. Like I just love the artwork on it alone. It's worth the price of admission. Just that lovely vintage 1980s stuff. And this one had a lot of figures. There were figures you could get, pewter game piece figures. They're just kind of people with guns, but they're in that kind of D&D size figure mold. These are actually a little smaller than D&D figures. I usually have one on my desk, but he is missing. So, but yeah, somebody at some point painted some of these, which is pretty cool. And eventually I'm going to go through and learn what they are, because I think they're different characters and different factions. But somebody painted these. They're pewter. They're weighty, as a certain Mark would say. So anyway, I wanted to see, hopefully, looks like some of these got a little damaged in transit, but they actually came with 1/64th-ish scale vehicles. Let's see, I've got something around here that's roughly 1/64 scale. One would think. Alright, so I got this is pretty close. I'm actually doing a video right now about the problems with 1/64 scale. So I've got a bunch of stuff that is kind of 1/64 scale, but not quite. So there's a Yachtming Chevy Love next to it. It's about 1/64 scale. Somebody wanted to do a chrome paint job on this. And again, I love this because this is a kind of a kid custom thing. I like getting cars that were customized by kids, and then kind of rebuilding them in honor of the original design. So somebody did a tiger stripe on this one, and the cars have different functions, and there's some cool machine guns and stuff that come with it. This is kind of a tank type vehicle. Again, that's pretty cool. So these are, I believe this is styrene. It feels like styrene. It's plastic for sure. And so there's a little like dune buggy that somebody made some, armor plating for. There's another one. Make war, not love. Oh, this is so cool. They didn't have like super clear photos of the vehicles in the thing, but I saw that they were there and I got really excited. Somebody hand painted a card on there, and this one comes with the motorcycles. Whoop. Which is pretty cool. These are a little more meaty than the cars. They feel like they're at least solid plastic or resin. There's another tank type thing. Somebody glued a bunch of armor on. So, but the beauty of this, because it's 1/64 scale, is you could make your own vehicles, and you'd have little figures that you could put in them, little drivers, and so very, very cool. There's another figure for you. So whoever did this did actually not too shabby for, these are probably done 30 plus years ago, so the paint and washes and stuff wasn't really a thing most people had access to back then, so this would be like a starting gate or something. This is a kind of a spinning type thing. I guess this would determine spin outs or something. I don't know. Oh, there's like a dead person on the ground. They're being flattened. So, what else we got? We got another motorcycle guy. That's cool. And let's see what else we got. We got explosions. We got dummies. So lots of pieces in here. There's the dice. There's supposed to be 2 little dice and 1 big dice. Both D6 dies. Anyway, I'm sure the 3 gaming people that are watching this are real mad at me for saying it like that. But yeah, I want to do a video coming up here where I kind of compare the 3 games and kind of rate what they're strongest and weakest at. But like I said, Car Wars was the first, and one that I think is kind of being underserved because they're putting effort into it. They're really working to make it a good game. And Randy and Jimmy that we had on from Steve Jackson Games, really good dudes, and we really enjoyed talking with them. So, all right, well, that was the first box. So let's see what is in the second one. All right, we're back. Yeah, Steve Jackson Games is doing some cool stuff. Mike and the Gaslands stuff is really cool. I really, want to see this stuff do well, because when various bits of the hobby do well, the rest of us benefit, because that means people are making more stuff, they're making more accessories, they're making more vehicles, and it's just a great thing for the whole community, and it's something to do with your cars. They're doing more than just sitting on the shelf. So, alright. A lot of bubble wrap in this one. My daughter will love that. Alright, let's see what's in this one. And, I wanted to point this out, because I was looking on it, and you might recognize a few of these vehicles that are shown as, it says, Spirit weapons and a paint job transform a shop bot car. Armed cops and lightly converted diecast car. So, alright, let's take a look at the back of the box, too. There's a lot of cool stuff here. You got 4 highly detailed clipped together car models, 2 interceptors, and 2 renegades. 4 death-dealing bikes. Arsenal of interchangeable slot-in weapons. Introductory rule sheet, 100 pages of rules. Wow, that is a lot of rules. Sheets, diagrams, 12 feet of full color track on solid laminated board. Dozens of 4 full color markers for hazard signs, oil, soil, and more. Clear acetate range ruler and 6-sided dice. And again, you got that great, 80s artwork there. Look at that. Check that out. This model shown at 1/2 size has been painted using Citadel color range of acrylic paints, available from all good games and hobby shops or direct from Games Workshop at the address below. No internet, so you'd actually mail it. And, there's the cars on the sprues, interchangeable weapons, sophisticated gameplay, over 12 feet of hard-wearing, full-color highway. And let's see, number of players 2 or more, complexity level 15 plus, playing time half hour and up. Made in England, Dark Features, copyright 1988, Games Workshop, all rights reserved. Alright, and let's see, we got some, artwork on the side advertising the different Warhammer and Realm of Chaos, but yeah, it's just wild. Like, people wrote full novels about this game too, and they're just forgotten. And on eBay, the accessories that they have that are still in the containers, because they made a lot of pewter accessories, they're real expensive. They're like $75 for like a small pack of something that would cost like $14.95 otherwise. Ooh, different pencil. Great Britain Atlantic. That's so cool. Definitely not something you find here in the States very often. It's a British-made pencil. As we kind of make our own here, and they're pretty good. Old Dixon Ticonderoga. All right. So, again, I love things where they make it more almost open source. Like, make your own thing with this. Like, you take this stuff and run with it. Go buy your own vehicles. Go customize your own stuff. So these ones have not been painted. But that's a good thing for me, because I intended to paint a few, and I do a more in-depth review of this. And so, okay, so you got the motorcycles. That's what they look like when they get started. And another Dark Future game manual. Again, there's that image. But yeah, I just love the artwork on this. It's so cool. And this one has, it appears to be, more material, including some photocopied game things. So you've got, a vehicle sheet. This feels very BattleTech to me. With a bike. I'm definitely gonna have to scan these in and preserve them. Oh look, somebody's gameplay. Look at that. So that's cool. I think these must be in the book itself and then you print it out. So somebody made some notes, and I don't know, it's just really cool to kind of unearth stuff like this and go back and see what somebody did years and years and years ago that's, been put on the shelf and is getting kind of resurrected and immortalized with a video. So, more board pieces. This one's got a yellow dye. So we got like an accessory thing. So you got some weapons and some more tires. So that's cool. Ooh, on the sprue still. Very, very cool. Alright, got more motorcycles. Another car. Cars are kind of interesting. They're like a Porsche 917 or something like that, or that Mazda was a 962 or something like that. But yeah, and you got little spots where you can place whatever weapons you wanted on there. So this one is very interesting. I thought the other one was going to be the more interesting one because it seemed to have more vehicles, but this one's got, sprues still. That's awesome. Oh, look. It comes with a Made in Britain pencil. So that's very cool. Because, yes, Games Workshop is UK based. As you can tell by most of their stuff. And, yeah, just super cool. It's an interesting project. There are a lot of videos out here there on YouTube on gaming channels on how to play. Oh, look. Oh, another sprue tucked in there. So fun. And learn about this stuff, because it's stuff that you can do with your cars rather than just, you know, sit there and look at them on the shelf, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing to do. But, you know, I just love that people can race them. They can smash them like Junkyard Joust does, or they can, you know, build elaborate tracks or play the games like Jay's Diecast Creations did with the rolling drag races. You know, there's just so much that you can do with these little toys, and I just love the versatility of it, and I love seeing the ways that people do things with their cars. So, you know, leave in the comments what you like doing with your cars. I'd love to hear from you about that. And of course, while you're down there, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. Shout out to the patrons who make this channel go. And thank you to everybody who's helped it get this far. And we're really excited for what's ahead. We got a lot of great stuff coming in 2024 with Diecast Breakdown, a lot of great guests, and some new activities that we'll be doing to make the channel better and add more cool stuff. So, you know, be sure to stick around. But as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me for the ride. So until next time, stay fresh, cheese bags.